The F-117 Nighthawk. Stealth at its best. The F-117 Nighthawk is one of the most iconic stealth aircraft ever created, known as the Nighthawk. It was designed to fly undetected through enemy radar, allowing it to carry out bombing missions without being seen. The F-117's mission was simple: get in, drop bombs, and get out, all without being caught. The design of the F-117 is unlike any other plane. It doesn't look like a typical fighter jet. Instead, it has a sharp, angular shape. The body is like a diamond, which helps it reflect radar waves away, preventing detection. The design of the F-117 was so unusual that many people, including some experts, doubted it would ever fly. This plane wasn't meant to be fast or powerful. It was built for stealth, so it could fly low and sneak past enemy radar systems. While other planes were designed to fight back, the F-117's main weapon was its ability to remain invisible to enemy radar. It was a subsonic plane, meaning it couldn't fly faster than the speed of sound, but it didn't need to. Speed wasn't the goal. Avoiding detection was. The mission, a simple strike. The F-117's mission was clear. It would fly behind enemy lines, drop to bombs, and escape before anyone knew it was there. This simple, precise approach made it one of the most successful aircraft of its time. It was used extensively during the Gulf War, where it flew 1,600 missions and hit high-value targets without losing a single plane. Imagine two F-117s flying over Baghdad, with enemy radar systems scanning the sky, but unable to detect the stealth bombers. As they approach their target, they open their payload bays and drop their bombs without anyone noticing. The bombs are GPS-guided, ensuring that they hit their target with incredible accuracy. The F-117 would then quickly turn and fly back to safety. How stealth works, though? Key to the F-117's success was its stealth technology. The aircraft was built using specific mathematical formulas that ensured its surfaces would absorb radar waves instead of reflecting them. Every angle, every surface was carefully calculated to scatter electromagnetic energy, making the plane invisible to enemy radar. But stealth didn't just stop with the shape of the plane. The F-117 also had special coatings to absorb radar signals. This technology allowed the Nighthawk to slip past radar systems that would easily spot other planes. The F-117 relied entirely on stealth. If the enemy could see it, the plane would be an easy target. The beginning of the F-117. The journey of the F-117 began in a small office at Lockheed Skunk Works, a secretive division of the company. It was led by Ben Rich, who took over from the legendary Kelly Johnson. The concept for the F-117 started as a basic shape, the hopeless diamond, which was just a starting point for a new kind of aircraft. This design was revolutionary, but it wasn't perfect. To make it a functional aircraft, engineers had to figure out how to make it fly, how to make it strong enough to carry bombs, and how to build an engine that wouldn't give away its position with a loud noise. This required the best minds in aviation, structural engineers, propulsion experts, radar specialists, all working together to make the F-117 a reality. The challenge of the Cold War. During the Cold War, the U.S. military was facing new challenges. Soviet radar-guided missiles were becoming more effective, and enemy radar systems could spot planes from miles away. In the 1973 Yom Kippur War, many Israeli planes were shot down by missiles supplied by the Soviets. The U.S. military realized they needed a way to protect their planes from radar detection. That's when the idea of stealth technology became crucial. The military needed planes that could avoid radar, and that's where the F-117 came in. By using the stealthy, hopeless diamond design, engineers were able to create a plane that could avoid detection and carry out bombing runs without being seen by enemy forces. How the F-117 was built. Once the stealth concept was proven, it was proven. It was. Time to make it work in the real world. The first steps were difficult. The F-117 needed an engine that would produce enough power while keeping the plane as quiet as possible. It couldn't have afterburners like other jets because that would create heat that could be spotted by enemy infrared sensors. Instead, the F-117 used engines from the F/A-18 Hornet, which were reliable and easy to maintain. The plane's engine intakes were designed with radar-absorbing grids to make sure enemy radar couldn't pick up any signals. The exhaust system was carefully designed to reduce heat and minimize the plane's radar signature, making it harder to spot flying low and slow. Another unique feature of the F-117 was its flight profile. Unlike most other jets, the F-117 flew at low speeds and low altitudes, just above the ground. This helped it avoid radar detection from above. The F-117 didn't need to be fasted, only needed to be undetectable. Its wings were also designed to reflect radar signals away from the enemy. This required some tricky aerodynamics. The wings of the F-117 were flat and faceted, making it difficult for radar to lock onto the plane. In addition, the large wing area helped the plane fly slowly without losing too much lift. The first successful stealth aircraft, the F-117 made history as the first true stealth aircraft. It was able to operate in contested airspace with ease, striking targets in heavily defended areas without being detected. It was the perfect tool for precision bombing. The F-117 carried out many successful missions, including attacks on high-value targets during the Gulf War. However, the F-117 was never meant to be the final answer in stealth technology. As stealth technology improved, newer and more advanced planes were developed, such as the F-22 and F-35. The F-117's role was eventually phased out, but its legacy as the first stealth bomber still lives on. The legacy of the F-117, although the F-117 is no longer in active service, it will always be remembered as a breakthrough in aviation technology. Its design, based on careful calculations and innovative stealth technology, changed the way we think about military aircraft. The lessons learned from the F-117 influenced the design of future stealth bombers and fighters. Its impact on modern warfare can still be seen today. The F-117 Nighthawk was a game-changer. It proved that innovation and secrecy could lead to the creation of something truly revolutionary. Stealth became a standard feature in modern aircraft. The F-117 will always be remembered as the aircraft that pioneered this new age of warfare.